Maisie needs to turn on the mic. Just a little bit of.
Awesome. Okay, let's try that again. Welcome, guys. Today we are going to, can I click this on me? Yep. Today we're going to work on some lower body mobility, specifically your front splits. So we're going to warm up with some kicks. You are going to do some strength conditioning work. So it's going to be your lunges and a little bit of hamstring work. And then we're going to go into some PNF style training, finishing off with something nice. In terms of equipment that you are going to need, it is literally just for your comfort, if you need equipment or not. So there's going to be some exercises where your knee is going to be on the floor. So if you want to have a mat on your knee or even a pillow is going to work, that's fine. Also, when we get into our front split work, if you're quite high in your front split and you want to have something to hold on to stabilize yourself, to keep your chest up, then you can use a sofa, you can use a couple of dining chairs, whatever's handy. It doesn't have to be anything special. But we are going to get into our leg swings. So you're going to want to find something, tabletop, anything to hold onto that's going to be stable for you. You're going to use still bars, parallel bars. Probably wouldn't do it with socks on. So first 3 sets are going to be a nice loose swing forward and back. We're going to start with the front first, so kicking to the front, and then we're going to go into our side kick. I can count you in. We're going to do 10 reps. Starting with our right leg back. Both legs stay nice and straight. Other hand goes out to the side. Ready? And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. We're going to change legs. So turning around, the left leg goes back. Left hand out to the side. Both quads are squeezing, chest up nice and tall. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay. Turning back around, we're going to go into a side swing. So your kicking leg is going to start forward this time. I will kick away from whatever you're holding rather than in front of it. Right leg forward. Make sure that leg starts straight, the toes are pointed. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Left side, left leg going forward, hand out to the side. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, we're into set 2. So turn your back around, right leg goes back, hand out to the side, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Left leg. Left leg going back. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 into your side kick.
All right, by the way, Maisie,
Yeah.
Mon said, just letting you know I'm tuning in, just in case it pancakes and progressions are needed. Gosh, I sound like a complete twirl.
You're going to be doing front splits, Mon. So if you want to elevate your feet, grab a chair. You should be all right. That's what I'll be doing anyway, but we'll see. Other side. Right leg forward. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, left leg, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, we're gonna do one more set of those. So turning back around, right leg goes back. If it feels okay, I know we say we do this quite a light swing because it is a warm up, but in a second we're gonna be doing hard kicks. So this very last round, if you can, try and put a little bit more oomph into it. So kick as hard as you can, relax back. And kicking from there, you are allowed to use the momentum for this one. So right leg goes back, hand up to the side, and kick, relax. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Going onto your left side. Left leg goes back, chest up nice and tall. Both knees are straight. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Going into our last side swing. So right leg comes forward, hand out to the side, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Left leg forward, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, grab a quick drink. I shall have my tea. The next thing you're not going to need any equipment for, you're just going to need space. Because we're going to take those same kicks, bring them to the middle of the floor, try not to hold on to anything. So make sure you're not going to kick any surfaces because it's going to hurt. Okay. So reps are going to come down to 4. So 4 repetitions each side. So front, side, front, side. Both legs stay straight. The aim of this is to kick as hard and as high as you can, okay? So it is only 4 repetitions. Each one, you need to try as hard as you can, okay? We're gonna start with the easy one. So kick to the front first. And it is important to keep both legs straight. So you need to be squeezing both quads. Pull the tummy in, lift the chest. Both hands go wide. Right leg back. Ready? Okay. And 1. Stop. And 2. Gary's having a go. And 3. And 4.
It's going well.
Someone actually suggested that I need someone to like demonstrate so it's easier. So if you're up for it.
Yeah, we can definitely do that.
All right, left leg back. Same thing. And 1. And 2. And 3. And 4.
As you can see, Dante from Twitch is back. Dante.
Oh, good. I should get Instagram. I do have Instagram. I'm wearing clothes though. Right leg going forward. Chest up nice and high. This one's a little bit harder. So make sure you are squeezing everything. Ready? And 2. And 3. And 4. Left leg. And 1. And 2. And 3. And 4. Okay, shake the hands out. Arms are going to start to burn. We're going to go back to our front kick. I'm going to do 3 more sets. Short. Ready? And 1. And 2. and 3, and 4, left leg, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4. Okay, kicking my mic. Right leg comes forward, chest up, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, left leg, and 1, professional, and 2, and 3, and 4. All right, going into set 3. So give the arms a shake, grab a drink if you need one. Otherwise, right leg back, hand out to the side, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, left leg, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, right leg comes forward, chest up, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, left leg, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4. Okay, give the arms a shake, get one more set. Right leg going back when you're ready, chest up nice and tall, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, left leg, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4. Okay, into your side kick, arms standing. Right leg comes forward, keeping that supporting leg straight the whole time. Chest up, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, left leg, and 1, and 2, and 3, plus 1, and 4. Okay, grab a drink. We're gonna have a minute rest, so a quick break, and then we'll come back and I'll explain the next 2 exercises. So see you in a second. On the ball. Okay, we're going to get into our strength work. So again, you're not really going to need any equipment for this one. If anything, if you want something for your knee, you can. But the 2 exercises we're going to superset together. There is 5 sets of this, and each leg we're going to do 5 repetitions on. So we'll start with our hamstring one. You're going to start sitting down like this. And your job is to try and stand up from here using this leg. So I'm gonna try to shift my weight on and over the ankle, trying my best to not use my right leg. Hands are reaching in front. Keep that knee pushed out as well, so using your glute, you're not letting it roll in. And then you're trying to lift up from there. So I'm trying to keep my belly button attached to my thigh as long as I can. And then I'm going to stand up from there. So I'm imagining I've got a piece of paper between my knees. I'm trying to hold it there. I'm up to standing. So this is like our single leg good morning. I lower it down, try and maintain a flat back. Belly button comes to my thigh, and then I bend that knee, and then come back down to my starting position. So that is 1 repetition, okay? Now, some of you may not have that level of flexibility through your hamstrings, through your ankles, and that's okay. It might not look like that. It might look a bit more like this. So I'm still trying to keep my belly button on my thigh, but maybe that's all I can get down to, and that's okay. And then I lift back up. Now, when I go back down again, I have to make sure I get to that point before I start bending the knee. So I get back to that point where I was at, and then I start coming down, okay? So the aim is to just get your chest as close to your thigh as you can. And each time you do it, you're trying to get a little bit closer, okay? Might be quite burny on your ankle, that's okay. Stabilizing, and again, you should be feeling it all the way through your hamstring. Flat back for as long as you can. So think about reaching with the top of your head rather than rounding. And we're gonna do 5 repetitions. So, ready? Change legs. Resting your chest on your thigh. Shift the weight forward. Again, try not to use that back leg. If you need to use it a little bit, that's okay. Getting that leg to straight first. And then we're coming all the way to standing. We've got a balance. And then straight knee, lower the chest down. So we're going into our single-legged morning. And then bend that supporting knee, coming all the way down. We're going to do that again. 2. Straighten the knee. You can use your hands for balance if you need to on the ground. Lifting up at the top, and then lowering down. 3, 2, 1. Bending the knee. Good. You've got 3 more. And again. Lifting up. Straightening the leg. Lifting the chest. Balance. And coming down. Good. 2 more. 4. Straighten the knee. Lifting the chest. Coming down. Flat back if you can. And knees together. 1 more on this leg. Shifting forward. Straighten. Chest comes up. Chest comes down. And bending. Okay, changing legs. Chest on your thigh, leaning forward, straightening, and coming up. And then chest comes down. Try and lengthen your spine rather than rounding. And then all the way back down to your starting position. We go again. 2. Up, being very light with your supporting leg. Sorry, with the other leg. So I'm being very light with my right leg. And then coming down. Trying to keep that heel to my bum. And 3. Coming up. Coming down. Good, you got 2 more. 4. Lifting up. Coming down. You got 1 more. So again, you want to be feeling a hamstring stretch for this. So the lower you go, the more of a stretch you're going to get. And coming down. Okay, that is exercise number 1. The second one we're going to do is a lunge variation. So this one you might want a mat for. You're going to have a 1 foot forward and the other knee on the ground. So you're trying your best to keep your bum tucked under rather than hinging. And then you're going to come forward as far as you can with your chest up. If you feel like your chest is coming forward and you literally can't bring it back up, make your stance shorter. So bring your ankle closer to your knee. And then again, keep that bum tucked under as you're coming down forward. From there, toes are going to be on the ground. Sean, if you're doing this, if your toe is still a little bit gimpy, I'll give you a different variation. Otherwise, actually, you can put your foot on a pillow, and rather than having your toes flex like that, you can have your foot like that. You can do the same thing. Let me know how it goes. Otherwise, for the rest of us, coming down forward, chest up nice and tall. Now you're going to imagine you've got someone sitting on your butt and pushing your hips down and forward, and you can't lift them, okay? You're then going to straighten out that back leg without lifting your hips, and then bending the knee, and then sinking a little bit deeper, okay? So again, I'm going to straighten, try not to lift the hips, and then I bend and sink. So Sean, your variation is the same. You can use something to hold on to. Here's a chair I prepared earlier. So Sean, foot flat on the floor. You can have another chair if you need it. And then doing the same thing, but your foot's flat rather than flexed, okay? So we're going to do 5 of those on each leg. So I suggest starting with your bad leg first, if you know what that is. If you don't, then awesome. So chest up nice and high, both hands up to the side, flex toes, or flat on the floor if you have a foot injury. And we're going to straighten. So 1, holding. Think about lengthening. So you're pushing that ankle out, pushing that knee forward, and then bend. And when you bend, you try and sink a little bit deeper. And again, straighten. And bend. Nice and gently placing the knee on the ground. And 3. And bend. 2 more. 4. And bend. And 1 more time. 5. And bend. Okay. You want to do a bit of a counter stretch after you've done that. So the leg that was an extension, so that back leg, is going to come forward, and you can just fold over it. Feels quite nice. And then we're going to get into the other leg. So again, go as long as you need to. Make sure the chest is up nice and tall. Aeroplane arms, or if you need to have something to hold onto, you can grab some chairs. And straighten. 1. And bend. 2. And bend. And last one. Sorry, not last one. 3. Hopeful. And bend. 2 more. 4. And bend. Last one. For reals. 5. And bend. Okay, again, going into that counter stretch. So the leg that was in extension comes forward. Fold over that leg. Give it a minute. And then we are going back into our hamstring exercise. So this is set 2 of 5. Foot comes in. Remember, the knees are glued together. We're trying to keep our belly button attached to our leg for as long as we can. So leaning forward, make sure the knees pushing out. And 1. Coming up. And slowly down. And bend the knee. Good, very light assistance from the other leg. 2. Coming up. and coming down. And 3. Coming up and coming down. 4. Lifting up and coming down. Okay, last one on this leg. 5. Lifting up and coming down. Again, you can use your hands if you need to for assistance. If you find it difficult to balance, we're going to use the other leg. So changing, chest on your thigh. Try and shift as much weight forward as you can. And 1. Straighten, chest up. Make sure the quad is squeezing, so this leg has to stay nice and straight the whole time. Coming down, and again, 2. Straighten, chest up, chest down, legs still stay straight until I get to my max range, and then I'm bending. And 3. Straighten, forward, and up. Coming down. You got 2 more. 4. And up. And down. Last one. 5. Good. Up. And slowly coming down. All right, we're going back into our lunges. So change the legs if you need to. Again, go as wide or as narrow as you need to as well, so long as that chest stays up nice and tall. Hands can go on the hips or they can go out to the side. Hips are as low as you can get them. And straighten. 1. And bend. 2. And bend. 3. And bend. 4. And bend. Last one on this side. 5. Holding. And bend. Okay. Other leg. Again, if you need to go into a counter stretch, bring the back knee forward for a second, move it around, and then changing. Setting up, chest up nice and tall, and 1, drive that heel back, holding, and bend. 2, and bend. 3, and bend. 4, and bend. Last one. 5, straighten, and bend. Okay, that is set 2 done. You got 3 more sets to go. Bit of a counter stretch if you need to. So bringing both knees to the chest in any way you want to. And then we set up for our 3rd set. So coming back into your kneeling position. Hands reaching in front. Shift the weight forward. Straighten the leg. And lifting up. And slowly down. And 2. Coming up. And down. And 3. And down. Two more to go. 4. And down. Good, you got 1 more to go. Whoop. And coming down. All right, change legs. Starting to get fatigued. That's okay. Reaching forward, and 1. Coming up, and coming down, and 2. And coming down. Nice and slow and controlled. And again, 3. And coming down. 2 more. 4. Whoop. And coming down. Good, you got 1 more. Coming up, knees together, straighten the knee, flat back, lifting up, and slowly coming back down. All right, good stuff. Going into our lunge straight away. So setting yourself up, chest up nice and tall, hands up to the side. Remember, we're trying to get that back quad on the ground. So when you are straightening, we're trying to avoid this, okay? You've got 50 kilos on your hips, so you physically cannot lift them up, okay? We're gonna do 5, chest up, and 1, straighten. And bend. Every time you bend, you're trying to sink a little bit deeper. And 2. And bend. 3. Straighten. And bend. 4. And bend. You've got 1 more in this leg. 5. Holding. And bend. All right, good stuff. Other side again. Go through a bit of a counter stretch, so bring that back knee forward to your chest. So going into flexion. And then we do the other leg. So wide stance, chest up, hands out to the side, and 1. And bend. Try and sink. And 2. And bend. 3. And bend. 4. And bend. Last one. 5. And bend. Okay. Back knee comes to your chest. We got 2 more sets. So getting back into our kneeling position. Remember, we want to keep this leg straight when it's needing to be straight, and chest stays on the thigh. So reaching forward, shift the weight over the ankle as much as you can, and lifting up. 1. Coming up to standing, and slowly coming back down. And 2. Let's say you're getting really fatigued now and you're losing your balance quite a lot. Just stay in this position and then come back down to sitting. Otherwise, standing up and coming down. And 3. Good. Anything else to balance? Squeezing that glute. Coming down. Use the hands on the ground if you need to. Got 2 more. 4. Coming up. And coming down. And 1 more time. 5. Again, staying here if you need to. Standing up. And coming down. Okay, other side. Ready. Hands reaching forward. Shift the weight over your ankles. And coming up. Straighten the knee, up to standing, coming down, and 2, coming up, and coming down, and 3, good, 5 for that balance, and coming down, 2 more in this leg, 4, and coming down, last one, 5, lifting up, and coming down. Okay, going into our lunges. Change legs again. Placing one foot forward. Chest up nice and tall. Hands out to the side. Try and sink and straighten. 1. Holding and bend. 2. Should be feeling pretty loosey-goosey by now. And bend. 3. Holding and bend. 2 more. 4 and bend. Last one on the side. 5 and bend. Okay, change legs. Other foot forward. Try and sink. Chest up nice and tall. And 1. And bend. 2. And bend. 3. And bend. 2 more. 4. And bend. Last one. 5. And bend. All right. Bring that leg, knees to your chest. We have one more set. So like I said, if you are really fatiguing with this one and you're finding that you're unable to do clean reps, make it easy for yourself. So this one, you don't have to go all the way to standing. You can just go up to here and come back down is enough. With your lunges, feel free to grab stools, grab something to hold onto just so you can take a little bit of the weight off, okay? Got some construction going on. So we're going to start again with our hamstring work. So, leaning over the ankle. Last one. Coming up to standing. And coming down. Good, that's 1. And 2. Coming up. Feel your hamstring work. And coming down. And if you don't, make sure that leg's straight. And 3. So make sure you get it to straight. Lift the chest up. It stays straight. Chest comes down as low as your hamstring flexibility will let you. And then you bend. And 3. Coming up. And coming down. And 4. Coming up. And coming down. You got one more in this leg. 5. Straighten. Lifting up. Burning. Coming down. And back to your starting position. All right. Legs. Ready. Hands reaching forward. And leaning over. Straighten the knee. Lift the chest up. And coming down. And 2. Coming up and slowly coming down. And 3. Coming up. And coming down. And 2 more. 4. Coming up. And coming down. And 1 more time. 5. Lifting up, straighten, and coming slowly down. Okay, we've got 1 more set of lunges to go, and then we're going to move on. So setting up, don't think about it too much. Let's get it done. Wide legs, chest up nice and tall, and straighten the knee. 1. And bend. Try and sink. 2. And bend. Try and tuck your bum under as well as much as you can. 3. And bend. 4. And bend. Last one. 5. And bend. Okay. Going into a bit of a counter stretch. Back knee comes forward. And then we do our very last leg. It's going wide in your stance. Chest up nice and tall. And straighten. 1. Holding. And bend. 2. And bend. 3. And bend. 4. And bend. Last one. 5, holding, and bend. Okay, we are finished with that. Bit of a counter stretch, so both knees come forward. You can fold it over your knees. Give it a couple of seconds. Move around a little bit. And then we're going to move on to our last active flexibility work. So in terms of equipment, I will show you what we're going to be doing, and then you can kind of judge from there what you're going to need. I do strongly suggest having a chair or something just in case to hold on to. You're going to want to have socks or something to slide on, because we're going to be sliding forward into our front split. I will put it over here so you can actually see. Okay, let's pretend I have slid down. So let's say this is where my max flexibility is at the moment, okay? I'm trying to keep my chest up nice and tall. Feet are flat, so I'm not having my toes on the ground. Chest is up nice and tall. Hips are nice and square, so I'm not turned out, okay? Now we're going to do some P&F stretching. So what that means is we are going to load up our legs or put tension through our legs for an amount of time, and then we're going to relax it off, okay? When you relax it off, you are essentially turning off your stretch reflexes. So when you relax, you should be able to go a little bit lower or deeper into your stretch, okay? So what it's going to look like. Active is going to be you trying to take your hands away and hold that position for 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. When you relax, hands go either on the floor, or if you're finding that you're having to lean forward, I want you to have something to hold on to. Take the weight off of that, and then try and sink, okay? You should be able to get a little bit lower. You hold, relax for 5 seconds, and then we stay in that new range. We come out of it, and we hold active again for 5 seconds, okay? So in terms of what you might need, it's totally up to you, but I would grab something for your knee. I would grab something for you to slide with your front foot and something to hold on to, okay? Let's say you're like you're pretty flat with your front splits, so you then need to start elevating your front foot. So even if you're quite close, and when I say quite close, we're about here, That's pretty close to a front foot. I would start elevating that front foot and work towards an oversplit, so getting that foot higher, okay? I'll give you about a minute and a half just to grab stuff and set it up, and then we'll come back, okay? Grab a drink as well. All right, let's get into our last active stretch. So I have set up my little station. I'm going to be raising my front foot, but again, you don't need to if you're still working on getting to the ground. So again, like your lunges, I would start with your bad leg first. Just emotionally, it's far nicer to think, okay, the next one's not going to feel so bad, okay? So putting front foot forward, we want to slide down to our max range first before we start counting. Active means that back knee stays on the ground, but our hands are out to the side, okay? So we're not using anything to hold on to. If you feel like you're not really working too hard, even with your hands out to the side, I would add a little bit more weight. So either holding an actual weight, you can hold bottles filled with water is enough. You don't need too much weight, just a little bit extra to make it a bit more challenging. So we're going to do 3 reps of this. Bit of a maneuver. Okay. Are we ready? So chest up nice and tall, starting with my bad leg first. All right, going active. Try and point the toe on the front foot, hands out to the side, holding 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Passive, hands come to the ground or to whatever you're holding on to, and try and sink. Relax into it. 5, 4, 3, 2, and number 2. Going active, hands out to the side, holding 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Going passive, hands on the floor or on the bench. 5, 4, 3, 2, and one more time. Going active, holding 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and passive, hands on 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Coming out of it. Oh, good. It's gonna hurt. So again, that back leg, I would bring it forward, do a bit of a counter stretch before we get into our next one. So hopefully this is your good leg. The foot comes on. Okay. Ready. Hands out to the side, going active. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Passive. Relaxing. Make sure that quad is still squeezing though. 5, 4, 3, 2, and again going active, holding hands free. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Going passive. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And last one on this side. Going active. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And passive. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly coming out of it. And going into a bit of a counter stretch. So knee comes forward. All right. So if it looks a bit like that, obviously not the height, but I mean in the sense that I was pretty calm when I was doing it, it's not hard enough. So if that's the case, I suggest if you're able to hold with your hands off and you're fairly comfortable there, you need to start adding actual weight. So I'm going to grab the other 5 kilo sandbag for the next one. But we're going to pair that with a counter stretch. So we're going to do a bit of forward folding as that was a lot of extension. So you're going to go about double hip width apart with your feet. And we're going to do some rotation. So you're going to fold forward over the legs. Take one hand. So I've got my right hand. I'm going to grab my left ankle. And we're going to do a little bit of rotation. So my left hand comes down. I'm going to pull against my left leg with my right hand. And then I'm going to try to drop my chest down and reach that hand up to the ceiling. I'm going to hold and then come back down. I'm going to do another 4 of those. So 2, lifting up and coming down. And 3. And down. 4. And down. One more on the side. 5. And coming down. Changing sides. So my left hand grabs my right ankle. My right hand is reaching up to the side and pulling against that ankle and straightening up to the ceiling. And coming down. And 2. And down. 3. And down. 4. And down. And last one, 5. Reaching up. And coming down. Okay. Go back into our front split. So, Baz leg first again. If you need it. Foot comes forward. There is no graceful way to do that. Okay. Chest up nice and tall. All right. Going active, holding. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and passive. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 2. Going active. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Going passive. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and last one. Going active. 5, 4, 3, 2, and passive. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay. Back knee comes forward. So that time I had to struggle to find balance, and that is exactly what you want. So me struggling to find balance is forcing my muscles to squeeze and to work. We're going to do the other side. So if you are holding weight, it's entirely up to you where you feel comfortable holding it. I personally like holding it over my head because that forces me to keep my chest up. But you can hold it across your chest. It's up to you. All right, other leg. So we're going active first. Okay. Ready? 1, active. 5, make sure your legs are squeezing. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Going passive. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And again, going active. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Going passive. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And last time going active. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And passive. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Coming out of it. All right, going back into that rotation exercise. So legs are straight, double hip width apart. Hand comes across, you're going to fold over your legs and then reaching the other hand up to the ceiling, holding and coming back down. And 2. And coming down. 3. And coming down. 4. And coming down. And last one, 5. And coming down. All right, changing legs. Grabbing the opposite side. And 1. And down. 2. And down. 3. And down. 4. And down. And last one, 5. And coming down. All right, we've got one more set.
Christy said, with the front split stretch, the front foot won't slide forward on the carpet. Should I use a chair or a slider on the ground?
I would use a slider on the ground. Because when you're going active, ideally there's so much weight on your leg that you are failing an isometric hold. So you're thinking, I'm going to squeeze as hard as I possibly can, but there should be so much weight on you that your front foot is sliding. So you want to give that front foot the best opportunity to slide as you can. So either using socks or if you're on carpet, using a slider is best. It also makes it a little bit harder, a little bit unstable, which is good. So long as you're in control of it. So like I said, when you're active and even when you're passive, this quad needs to be turned on the whole time. And that's how you know you're in control of the stretch. Okay? We're going to do one more set of that. So setting up. Again, adding weight if you need to make it even harder. To give you a little bit of context, this should be as hard as you doing 20 pull-ups. That's what it should feel like. And if it doesn't feel like that, if you know that you're in control of it, then try to increase the difficulty. So, last set, setting up. Going active first, holding, 5, 4, 3, make sure legs are squeezing, 2, 1, and passive, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, going active, 2, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, going passive, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and last one, going active, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and passive, 5, counting is getting faster, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, coming out of it. Front knee comes forward. And then we change sides. So last one. Okay, ready? Going active. Holding 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Passive. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Going active again. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Passive. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And last one, going active. 5, 4, chest up. 3, 2, and 1. Passive. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Coming out of it. Okay. All right, we're going to go into our very last exercise. So going into that rotation, and then you guys are done. So opposite hand, grab the ankle, folding over the legs, pull that shoulder down, and rotate. 1. And coming back down. 2. And coming down. 3. And coming down. 4. And coming down. And last one, 5. And coming down, change legs. Reaching. 1. And down. 2. And down. 3. And down. 4. And down. Last one. 5. And coming down. All right. Good job, guys. Just kneel down here. That is the end of the class. Thanks for tuning in. Hopefully you could hear me over the construction. If not, I apologize.
I'm just kind of glad they started on the front side because they're getting closer and it's getting louder.
Yeah.
So I'm just glad they did that.
All right, again, any questions, feel free to comment on the feed and we'll have a look at them either now or later. Send us some pictures if you have done the workout, especially if there's animals involved. Great. Yeah. Music. Luckily, my wonderful boyfriend has allowed us to use his music that he produces so that we don't get copyright flagged. So if you want to check that out, his name is Heavy Bones, so HVYBONES. He's on Spotify. Yeah, hope you enjoyed the class, and I'll see you tomorrow. Thanks, guys.